Yeah, I was gonna say, you got to talk about this guy. 1.5 sack.
We do. Have to talk.
We do. Wow, we got two Chase Young jerseys. Hear what? After one game? I'm not changing my opinion, bro.
No, I'm saying at least talk good about him. You're talking about Jamie.
No, I will. Hold on, bro. There's a list of agenda items.
This game, though. We have to.
There's a list of items. One, I will not change my opinion on this because it's one game. Two, I have to give props to Chase Young. It was a good game. He had a sack, and then he had another sack that he shared with Montez Sweat. Yep, yep. And he's good setting the edge. Like, he was good. This was a good game. It's exciting to see him back. This was his first game back as well. And I am more optimistic, more excited about Montez Sweat. But Chase Young did a good job today. I can't fault him for it. I'm not going to hate on it. I just need to see this consistently. I can't see a sack and a half this game, and then we don't see a sack for the next 4 games, and then he ends up, putting on a show week 5, week 7, week 8. That's unacceptable. This is the number 2 overall pick. What we saw today is what we should expect out of Chase Young, not what we should hope out of Chase Young. So, that's that. You guys can go. You guys are wearing the Chase Young jerseys. I'm not. That's your guy. Go ahead. You go.
For me, it's a case of like we got to keep the same energy. Like we were saying, we need to see this out of Chase Young. Ever since he was cleared, I was like, okay, realistic expectations: 1 sack, maybe 2. He gets a sack and a half. He's really active on that defensive line. There were a whole lot of plays. Where he just had his man beat and like embarrassed, and it's like.
I don't know about a whole lot of. Hold on. I don't know about a whole lot of plays. There's one play where the offensive lineman from the Broncos literally took him out of the play. Like he was like 5 yards behind Russell Wilson. I don't know, bro. Go ahead. I'm gonna stop interrupting. Go ahead.
He was like a constant pressure, especially when the defensive line as a whole got into gear and started winning their matchups against his offensive line. And again, in the past, 2021, those comments would have been a moot point because the counter is okay, but where's his sacks? Today, we can't really say that because he had 1.5. So yeah, Chase had good stuff today. He had good energy. I'm excited to see what he does next week against Josh Allen and a quarterback who does all the things that other QBs get criticized for. But we're gonna talk about that later.
Because he wins. Because he still wins. He still finds a way to pull out the W.
In the regular season. I'll have
that. Go ahead, Abdullah.
There was one play where in the red zone, they almost had touchdown late. It's in 2 minutes where Chase Young batted the ball down. It's supposed to be a screenplay. I don't know what happened. They called the play dead. I thought that was kind of
doesn't count, bro.
I know, but I'm saying that was very impressive. You think that's pretty impressive?
They called the
I know, but they were still going on with the. I'm just saying, bro.
They barely went on
the whole game. Every Commanders fan sitting down watching this game was saying, even including me, do something, and he did something. And now that it's finally, it's like when Ben Simmons hit that 3 when he hit a 3. Finally, Philly fans got off his back. Now, I'm not comparing. Now, hold on. I'm not saying. Hold on. I'm not saying Ben Simmons is. Chase Young's the next Ben Simmons. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying the amount of stress was, hey, do something. And when Ben Simmons did it, Philly fans finally got off of him. And Chase Young finally did something today. I really agree with him and Montez at the end on that 3rd and goal sack. Just you love to freaking see it, bro.
Yeah.
The difference between Chase and Ben, though, is Chase can just play defense. That's fine because he's a defensive player. Ben plays just defense and because he got to. The difference is Chase ain't got to score.
All I'm saying is I want to see consistent games like out of Chase Young, just like this one. I'm not going to crown him. I'm not going to change my opinion until he puts up consistent performances.